There's a famous quote by Jim Rohn that says, "Success leaves clues." Well, breakups leave secrets. And there are actually a couple secrets that your ex doesn't want you to know. So by the time you finish this video, you'll know exactly what they are and how to respond. Oh, there's a secrets. Oh, there's secrets going on. Oh, it's so spooky. So spooky.
So right off the bat, a secret that your ex doesn't want you to know is the fact that she's afraid. What is she afraid of? She's afraid that you're about to walk away and never look back, okay? And under a lot of conditions during a breakup, that's what you should be doing, okay? But for the most part, she's gonna realize at a certain point, if you're trusting the process and doing what we say to do, she's gonna realize that at some point in time that she completely messed up by breaking up with you. All the good times that you guys had together are now going through her head. That's all she can think about. She's cuddling on her pillow at night. She has a 5'9" body pillow that she's wrapped around every night, and she went out and bought those little samples of cologne, of that brute cologne you be wearing, sprayed it all over the pillow, and now she's all wrapped up and thinking about you at night. And that's a lot of emotions to be going through. But with that being said, that's almost what you want to happen, is you want her to have that anxiety feeling that she's gonna miss out on you and that you're walking away for good.
That's what no contact does. No contact is gonna provoke those type of emotions and those type of feelings, to the point where she thinks that, you know what, he might be gone for good. I haven't heard from him in 9 weeks. He's always texting me back in 9 seconds. Now he's going, I haven't heard from him in 9 weeks. This might be it. You can only get that type of emotion from your ex if you go no contact. If you don't, being in her face, begging and pleading and doing all types of unsavory behavior to try to get her back, to try to fix the situation, it's not gonna work. She's not gonna be afraid if she knows that you're there and she can get you back at the drop of a hat. She has you at her beck and call. There's no risk involved in that. There's no fear. Fear is a good emotion. Fear can provoke a lot of things. So what do we say in every video we talk about going no contact? That space and that doubt and that uncertainty is created by you going no contact. So what he just talked about, your ex having that anxiety about you leaving and being gone forever, is going to be provoked by you going no contact and by that space. But you can only do that by getting out of her face and walking away. So another secret that your ex doesn't want you to know is that they don't want you to be happy after a breakup. Now, you go no contact, you walk away and say, look, you know, things are not working out. I'm sorry for breaking out your car windows and coming up to your job with tiki torches and everything and going on a witch hunt to try to get you back. Look, I'm sorry, and look, I apologize, but look, I'm not wanted here. I'm gonna take my integrity, my self-respect, my dignity, and walk away. And you do that. You go through the healing process. You get coaching. You go seek therapy. You get into the gym. You do all of the work and to build yourself into you 2.0. And then now she sees that. She sees it through her talking to your mom. And yeah, you know, Murphy's got a beard now. I didn't think he could even grow facial hair. Now he's got a whole beard, and his arms are kind of filling out. He's really, you know, he got that promotion. And so your ex is getting a little bit jealous because people like to see you where you were, and they don't want to see you grow, because if you grow, that means it'll provoke some insecurity within them to say, wow, if he gets bigger, if he grows and he improves himself, he might leave me. So for the fact that you put in the work after the breakup is going to provoke a lot of fear into your ex as far as you outgrowing her. Because after the breakup, they feel like, oh, I got him, I can get it back anytime I want to. But as you boss up and it grow into you 2.0, that fear of her saying he might be gone, they're going to hate that. And they're going to hate the fact that you're happy without them and you're doing good. That's a very, very unsavory fact that a lot of people have about themselves, and that type of mentality. But it's a real thing.
Because during the breakup, it's like they feel like they're doing something good for themselves. It's it's with all their girlfriends. Oh, you need to get away from him. Your relationship is toxic and this and that.
Toxic, I hate that word.
Yeah, I do too, man. when you guys break up and everything, you know, she feels like, "Ah, I did something good for myself. I'm on a right path. I'm doing better. I'm this and that." And then what does she do? She opens up her social media and she sees you hitting the gym up. She sees you with that promotion. She sees you with that dime piece that looks 10 times better than her, with a better body and all of her teeth. And she starts getting mad and jealous and starts hating on you. It's not always the fact that you're doing better. Quite often it's the fact that she knows she done messed up. She had a good thing going and bam, she threw it out the window. She threw it out in the trash, like peace, goodbye.
Yeah.
And that's her bad, and she knows that's her fault. And that's ripping her apart. So what does she do? She starts getting mad. She's mad at you now because you're doing better.
Just the fact that you're not crying and begging and pleading her, that tells her like, whoa, what's up? And because like I said, people like to see you in one place. So the fact that you're not clamoring for her and begging to get back in her good graces and being her little errand boy, her little cake boy, they're angry that you're not doing that. Like, how dare he not beg to get back with me? Your ex is one of those people, you might just want to walk away for good, because that's not really a good attitude to have at all.
And another secret that your ex doesn't want you to know is that it's really a test. That breakup is a test to see how you're going to respond. We talk about this all the time, so I'm going to keep this one quick and simple. You guys, she's just playing that little game to see how you're going to react. Are you the Murphy from the breakup? Are you Murphy 2.0 now? Are you this improved Murphy, a better Murphy? So she's just trying to see how you're going to react to it. And she wants to see if your balls grew or if there's still a little tiny Tic Tacs that are attached to your tummy. I mean, she wants that better guy. She wants to know, are you that better guy yet? Have you changed?
And another secret that your ex doesn't want you to know is that she misses you. Now, that doesn't really make any sense.
She broke up with you and now she misses you?
That doesn't make any... Egos play a big part of this. That pride plays a big part of this, and she doesn't want to be the one to say and admit that, you know what, the breakup, it wasn't a test. I actually made a mistake by breaking up with it. It was a decision I made in haste. I was listening to my dumb friends, my girlfriends who were all single, and they're all jealous of me because I actually have a good guy, and they said I should get with Tarquavion because he makes a little bit more money than Murphy does, and I ended up listening to them, and I broke up with her, and I wanted to go out and do my thing and see better options out there, and I realized that you were the best option. And by you leaving and going no contact, now I can understand that, wow, he was the best option all along. I made a mistake. So a lot of women are not going to be forthcoming with the fact that they miss you, and they want to tell you it's so bad. And you can see this through the social media posts that they make. They're quoting poems and memes and all of this lovey-dovey mushy stuff, and it's about you. Now, we say don't pay attention to the social media too much, but we're just trying to get you into the psyche of what your ex is feeling and what she's doing. She actually misses you. So you have to really understand that breakups are not everything what they seem, because everybody says, damn, my ex hates my guts. And in actuality, they miss you.
Sometimes they do it, like they act like they hate your guts, but like T says, that's a fact. It's inside they miss you. But they don't know how to control themselves. They don't know how to control that anger and that anxiety they have. So they kind of like bring it out on you, but deep down inside, they miss you. Don't overthink that, though. Don't let that get to your head. But sometimes they really do just miss you, and they just don't know how to react. They don't know how to express themselves or what to do with that hurt inside.
Think back to when you were younger. This doesn't really happen too much now that you're adults, but think back to high school. Think back to college when you knew someone in your class that maybe you were in constant communication with, maybe someone on your dorm, same floor or whatnot, or someone in your homeroom, that a girl will always it was a couple of girls that liked me that always kind of pushed me and threw pieces of spitballs at me and threw pencil erasers at me and teased me, and they liked me. I remember one time a friend of mine, and we was freshman year in college, we were at the student activity centers Friday nights playing pool and stuff like that. It's a couple girls, and one of them, she would always tease me and grab my hat and take my hat and throw my hat down and grab my, I had a windbreaker on, put it on the side, take my windbreaker and hide it from me. We walking back to the dorms, me and my friend. I'm like, yo, why she always messing with me, man? He's like, you stupid, she likes you. You can't see that?
Yeah.
So this is how your ex is gonna act, because a lot of women they don't really have game. So your ex is gonna be kind of mean to you under the guise that she actually likes you, she misses you, but she doesn't want to tell you. So another secret that your ex doesn't want you to know is that she's actually not dating anyone, and she's taking the breakup a lot harder than you are. she's the one that broke up with you. And you might think, like we always say, she hates your guts and wants to see you in hell and sends you to hell with gasoline draws on. But she's actually the one that's taking this breakup very hard. Because like I said, it kind of ties into the last one where she's realizing the mistake that you had, and as well as the fact that, yeah, she did break up with you because you weren't holding up your end of the bargain in the relationship. But she's still taking this very tough because you were her guy. You were her first love. You were the guy that she wanted. She's thinking about getting engaged and getting married and moving in. And she's thinking about what it's like to carry a child and have your last name. And even though things didn't work out, she's still hurt over this. You may think she's the spawn of Satan and she's Rosemary's baby. And she wants to see you eradicated to the depths of hell. But it's not the case. She's crying herself to sleep, and she's actually not dating anyone. We talk about Connor and Tarquavion, but a lot of women, they're not out in the streets. They're not on Tinder like you may say, like you may think that they are. And they're really at home eating some Ben & Jerry's, the third tub of Ben & Jerry's, watching Netflix, and with their period panties on, and they hadn't had their hair done in 3 days. They are taking this very tough, and they don't know how to navigate it, and they just are wallowing in their misery, and they're kind of acting like you after the breakup. But you have this perception of them that they're just out living their best life and, you know, running through a field of lilies and all of this, and out in the streets doing tequila shots every night with their girlfriends, and they're not. They're taking this very badly.
She needs to work on herself. And that's another secret that she doesn't want you to know. She needs to work on herself, but she's just like, she needs that time and space away from you because she knows she's damaged. You know, she knows she's hurting inside. She knows that she's going through a whole bunch in her lifetime, and sometimes they legit need space. Like a lot of people that we coach, man. Like after we pull all the information out of them, it's like we've come to a conclusion where it's like, their ex really knows, like their ex knows that they need time away from that person. It's a legit, you can't be around somebody all day, every day and talk as much as like some of these people nowadays are talking and constantly text messaging throughout the day nonstop, and you live together. Like sometimes you really do need like a break because you get to the point where you're going to start getting frustrated with that person, just getting tired of just seeing them, you know, and just hearing their name just annoys you to no end. It's like, you know, and not even just that, you know, it could just be like the stress at work or stress with her parents or her grandparent just died, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. And they just need that space to kind of like get themselves together, like mentally and emotionally, because it's you know, it's rough. You're going through a hard time. Like everybody, I'm sure everybody watching this has had that moment where it's like, man, I just don't feel like dealing with nobody. Right. I need my time and space. I mean, us as kids, you know, growing up, I mean, I think this, you know, I'm kind of joking saying this, but I feel like as a kid, you're around your parents, and by the time you get to a teenager, it's not that, you know, you're too cool to be around your parents. It's just like you're tired of being around somebody, you know, you see the same person every day, you live with them, and you're constantly at the same house with them, and you're at that point in your life where it's like you kind of need that space to actually, like, you know, grow a little bit on your own and get to know yourself a little bit better.
And to see if this is what you really want. That does happen too. It's like, yeah, you know, we're getting ready to get engaged, and I don't really know what's going on. We do that too. We have doubts. I love her, but I don't know if the time is right for us to move in together. I don't know if we should get engaged right now. Things are kind of touch and go. So this is a time where she's going to break up to really do some soul searching to see if this is right. And you have to give her that space. Because men, we do that too. This is why we take vacations. This is why we go into the man cave. We need a little bit of time away to assess the situation. And that's why going no contact is important. So you can think about this from an objective standpoint and not think emotionally. Because that's the worst time to ever make a decision when you're thinking primarily with your emotions. You always want to have an element of emotion in it. We're not robots. You're not T-2000 out here. You want to be looking at this from a level of logic with emotions as well, but never primarily through your emotions. So all of these secrets that your ex doesn't want you to know are very important to understand. So if you're still struggling with understanding the secrets that your ex doesn't want you to know, go ahead and click this link to the left. We just did a video recently about the moment that your ex realizes the breakup is a mistake, and you can understand what your ex is feeling on a little bit of a more deeper level. So go ahead and click that link to the left, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Peace.